Hello, everybody. How are we doing this evening? Well, it's evening where I am anyway. Today, I thought we would talk about different hooks and yarns, maybe, and some things I've been working on. Now, they're all different sizes. You know, they start with the little tiny steel hook, size A, I guess they're called. But mostly, I work with a G or an H. Sometimes if you work with big yarn, you're going to want to work with an I or a J, K, big yarn, or if you use more than one string skein at a time, you can always do that. You can hold two strings together, and you need a big hook for that too. Like M, they go Q, I think there's even an S hook. But they're all different kinds. This is a boy. Hopefully it'll focus. I just like to collect hooks, honestly, and yarn. They're two totally different hobbies. Collecting yarn and actually using it, crocheting or knitting. And if you can see, the tiny little hook is different on some of them. See how that one's very pointy? It's got a point on it. Whereas this is a Bates. This is my favorite hook. It's a Susan Bates. I've used it so much it's worn off down there. It's Susan Bates right there. And this one is a G. And it has this type of hook. See, this one right here is plastic and it's rounded under here. The shaft, I think they call it. And this is even a wooden one. And it's a little sharp right here, but it's got a fatter shaft on it right there. But it's really just whatever you get used to. I like this one because I used to use this kind a lot. And as you can see, this one is a lot longer than that, and it just feels better in my hand. It fits on the palm down here better for me, rather than sticking in my palm when I use it. It kind of gives you a little leverage or something. I don't know. It just feels better. These are some mug rugs. Somebody at our stitch night suggested maybe mug rugs. And these are 3 different stitches to use. And I am using the cotton yarn, the same kind that I used to make the Christmas ornaments in a previous video. That yarn from Hobby Lobby, I love this cotton, is very versatile. You can use it for a lot of different things, and it's really soft. And this is another ornament that I started with it. I saw it on Pinterest, of course, and when I saw it, I couldn't find an English version. It was a German version or something. And I said, well, I've seen that somewhere before. So I just looked up crochet diagonally and made it up myself. And it fits on the ornament like this. And I don't know if you can see that one as well as this one. This one, see how it runs on the diagonal? And I used a single crochet and a solid, and then a double crochet, single and a double. And all it is you start your chain. I have the chain started right here. So you just chain ever how many you think will fit on a diagonal of a Christmas ornament. From here, from the top, kind of slant it to the bottom. but you need it to be a little shorter because you've got to stretch it so it'll fit snug. And then you're going to add one, and I like to start the first row with a single crochet. If you want, you can alternate single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. It gives it a little interesting pattern. And I'm using this purple. It's not very Christmassy, but everybody has their own themes to their trees anyway, right? So I've chained, I think, 16. And then you're going to, if I can get this fixed right. I don't like that first one. So I'll chain that one back. Then you're going to single crochet all the way across. And make sure you have the same, you're going to need to know how many stitches. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, so you're going to need 16 stitches every time, whether they're doubles or singles. So to make it go on a diagonal, you're going to increase on one end and decrease on the other end. Okay? But you have to do the same thing on the same end every time. So we're going to chain 2 because we're going to do double crochets next on the next row and turn. Okay? So we're going to put 2 double crochets in the first stitch, then double crochet all the way across, and then we're going to double crochet 2 together. Alright, so I'll do that row for you. So you're going to put 2 double crochets in this first stitch. That's 1 and 2. Then double crochet all the way across to the last, till you have 2 stitches left. And y'all know that I cannot edit videos. I'm gonna have to learn, I guess, but I don't know how to do it right yet. So you'll have to bear with me till I get to the end of this row. Maybe I could just make the videos and see if my boys could edit them. And y'all know how to do a double crochet, right? Sorry if I'm not in frame. Apologies. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, double crochet. And if y'all have any suggestions of something that you'd like me to try to crochet, if it's a small project or to start a big project, you can make a suggestion in the comments. That would be great. Alright, now we're down to the last two. Sorry, I pull my yarn from the middle, and when you start a new skein, you have to find the end, and sometimes you get yarn barf, and I always wrap it around the outside and it doesn't like to cooperate. Okay, so the last two, you're going to crochet these two together. So you're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through two. Then you're going to yarn over, go in the next stitch, because it's at the end, it wants to be a little special. Pull up a loop, pull through two, and then yarn over and pull through all three of those. Okay? Now if you wanted to alternate, you see how that's starting to look like a slant there? Just a little bit. If you wanted to alternate, since we did a single crochet row here and a double, then the next row would be a single crochet. So you're going to chain one and turn, and then since we double crochet two together, when we turn it we're going to single crochet two together. So you chain one, you insert your hook, pull up a loop, then insert in the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all three, and then single crochet all the way down to the last stitch. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the one on the end counts as 1, so that's 14. Now we're going to put 2 single crochets in the end because this is the end that we're increasing on. So 1 in there and 2 in there. So that's our single crochet row. The next row will be double crochets. So we're going to turn and chain 2, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in the first stitch. That's 1 and 2, and then double crochet all the way to the last 2 stitches. All right. So if we count, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So these last two, we're going to crochet 2 together. Double crochet 2 together. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, so that's 16. Now it's looking more slanty. Whoops. Oh, I'm so sorry. So there you have that one. And there's the one that's already done. So you see, you keep going and you'll get this. Then you'll want to measure and see if you have enough rows to make it go all the way around. And you'll need to pull it a little bit so it'll fit tight, so you can adjust. And there's different balls, Christmas balls. I had another one here. Oh, here it is. This one's a little smaller, but I think it's too small for this one. It fits just exactly, but then you can either leave a string to run through, take a needle and run it through the bottom and just pull it, or you may want to just cut a string, run it through so you can pull both ends, and then you do the same. You sew it up, seam it up, then you run the string around it, pull it tight and tie it, and then you do the same thing to the top, and then you have the covered ornament. And I think it's better to do that on one if you have some old ones that you don't like anymore that are like this, rather than buying the clear ones when you can use those for the ones with more holes in it that I made in a previous video. So that will show up better. And that is how you start that. If you like that, let me know, and I'll try to figure out another thing to make. Like the mug rugs, I could show you that next time if you like. This one is the star stitch. This one is a pattern that I found on Pinterest. You single crochet in one stitch, double crochet in the next, and you just repeat that all the way to the end, and then turn it and do the same thing. And this one is just what's called a moss stitch or a linen stitch. It's just single crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet all the way to the end, and then chain 1 and just keep repeating. And I thought I'd show you if you can see that. This is a little baby Yoda hat that I just finished. And that is on Pinterest too, if you search baby Yoda hat. I actually kind of sort of combined 2 patterns that I found, but I thought it was cute. Alright, if you like this, let me know. Like it, leave a comment, that's always great. Until next time, thank you.